Hi guys, and welcome to Website Traffic Secrets. My name is Daniel Grant, and as you're searching for how to set up a solo ads landing page for beginners, I thought I'd create this quick little video to really help you out. It might make the difference for you. So first of all, you need to understand what is a landing page. If you're searching for beginners, and I guess you're just starting out. So what is a landing page? Let's just clarify that. Once upon a time, little story about me and landing pages. Once upon a time, I thought affiliate marketing was the greatest business in the world, right? I thought, how easy can it get? Go and get the link, a referral link for an amazing product from an amazing marketer who's had a breakthrough in something. And wow, oh my God, the product is amazing and what they're offering is amazing. Go and get the referral link, share that, people will go and buy and I'll make some money. So just grab the link and make money. No, it doesn't really work like that. It was more like this really, to be honest. I was just taking money, putting it in the toilet, which is saddening to say the least, and disappointing. It was, felt dejected and didn't work. Why can I get it work for me? But really, that's how a lot of people start, and everyone has to kind of walk that path to learn that. If you haven't already, you're going to go through it, or you take what's said in this video, videos like this, and you skip that out. So what the plan should be, which I went back to the drawing board, studied who affiliate marketers, solo ad vendors, and so on. What should the plan be? You grab the referral link still, but you send them to a landing page, which we're going to talk about today. And then you make more money. You actually make money that way round. So we're focused on the landing page today, what that is and how you can get one started. Happy days. So you actually make money that way. So that's how you transform your, from starting out a beginner to making money in affiliate marketing and using solo ads. So what is a landing page and how to set up a solo ads landing page for beginners? So a landing page is also known as a squeeze page. Don't really like this terminology because it's got like a negative connotation to it. You're squeezing information out of someone, but it's also known as that. And it's also known as an opt-in page. And basically what it is a trade. So you're offering a gift in exchange for a person's name and email. Simple as that. But that gift really should be magnetic. It should pull them in, your ideal customer or the perfect person that is searching for what you have to offer, your service or your product. And there's loads of ways to do it, right? So a landing page could look like this, and you can use lots of different fonts and images and styles and all sorts, and you could go on forever doing this, right? So there's lots of different styles. I'm not going to talk about design today. I'm going to show you how to create one for beginners and just get one up. And a lot of times the ugly ones perform the best. So anyway, that's another story. So now we're certain what a landing page is. There are a few options these days of what software to use. But before we talk about software, there's four main elements that need to go on your landing page, no matter what software that you use. So you could be using any of them. Whatever landing page software you use, it has to have these four main elements. And they are, one, a killer headline. Really important to hook the person visiting your page, hook them in and keep them on the page. A great offer or a gift, as we've referred to it just a moment ago. And the offer gift part can come inside. You can deliver that inside of the headline. So you make a promise in the headline that they're really enticed, they want it. And you can use the headline as sub-headline to do that. And then obviously opt-in boxes where they can put in their name and their email. And then you need a submit or a confirm button on the page that they click and they'll go on to another page. So that brings up the question, where do they go on that next page? What should they see? All that stuff. So there's a link in the comments or in the description of this video. I've got a perfect funnel structure. This is what most, if not all, solo ad people who use solo ads and affiliate marketers use a similar structure to this, if not the perfect structure. Grab that and you can put that together for yourself. And that's the structure that you should go into. Now let's go into an easy build of how to set up a solo ads landing page. Now the software that I use is ClickFunnels. You may have heard of it. It's the leader in the market at the moment, and you can grab yourself a 2-week free trial. There's a link in the comments if you'd like to use mine, or you can Google them and find your own link and send ClickFunnels all the money. If you use my link, you give me I'm using a referral link, just like we're talking about in all these videos. Feel free to do that if I provide you any value. Right, so then you'll end up on a page like this once you've logged in and got your account, and you'll be able to click build funnel, top right there. It's pretty straightforward. And then what we're talking about is a landing page. We're collecting emails. So you'd click this one and you see a page like this, and you'd name it. Let's call this one test. And then you'd see a page like this. Now this is first time you land on it, it's a bit confusing, but basically these are all templates of landing pages, and these are all fully editable. So you can use these as they are and just substitute, swap out your information for what's on the page now. You can change the background image, everything's editable, and there's loads, right? And there's just along the top here, you'll see email and thank you page. I'll give you the structure of how you link it all together. What's the system that you're putting people into? That's in the link in the video. There's the sales page, lots of different options, webinar options, and so on. So staying on point for this video, landing pages, what I like to do, because it can get a bit confusing in here, right? I just go all the way to the bottom and I click this one. And I can select template, or you can preview the image. I just select the blank template, and then what you'll end up is on a page like this, and then you're ready to rock and roll, so to speak. So you click edit page, this one here, and then I need to move myself out of the way, and then you'll be on this page. Right, so now we're on this page, and that's why we did the little intro. There's 4 main elements, right? So those elements are, let's forget this bit for a moment. You're just going to see add new element. I'll give you a quick insight. There's loads of training on ClickFunnels. They'll help you out. There's got endless amounts of training. Any question you got, they've got a video for it. So once you get your account, you can get a 2-week free trial with the link I provided. They'll help you out. Customer service is great. And there's loads of videos on it anyway. So I won't go into the ins and outs of how to build everything because it's vast. We'll do that in another video. So basically there is a section box, a row box, and an element box. So let's just say we're going to roll with this setup. All we need to do is to put the 4 main elements in, which was headline, remember the killer headline, and then we had sub headline, and then we had input boxes. So input boxes. So we're going name, and I'm just going to, along here there's options, and you can just clone it. You can press clone, and then we've got 2, and the email can go there. And then the last thing was the submit button. So you do button. Okay. And just go back to the elements. There's loads of other things you can add. There's videos, drop-in boxes, Facebook opt-ins, all sorts, right? Again, won't go into the details on that today. I'm going to help you build a landing page for beginners. So very simple, put those 4 elements in: the headline, sub-headline, the name box, the email box, and the submit button. Okay, so now we're going to get rid of this one at the top. All you need to do is hover over it. You'll see this cog, then a clone, then a trash can or a bin, as we say in England, and you just delete it. Don't need that. Okay, now we've got the headline. All I'm going to do is click on, double click or treble click on that. I'm going to type the headline. So let's type that in. How to create okay, so more or less what this video is about. And then all we're going to do to edit that is click the cog. First of all, you can select font, and you can choose whatever font you want. You see the font changes on the screen. Choose whatever one you want. That's what we're on there. Oxygen, sounds good. And then we can choose the size, as big or small as you want. Again, this is all design preference. You can choose all that yourself. Color, let's just go big and bold. Yep, all good. So let's just say I'm happy with that. That's fine. I'm making a promise there that someone could be interested in. Sorry, and then we're going on to the sub headline, and we're going to do something like this: master $154. With the training video on the next page. Boom, click off, and then I'm going to come back, press the cog, and then I'm going to match the font. So it's Oxygen, and then I'm going to match the color as well. You don't have to. Again, it's design edit, and then I'm going to choose the font size. I can go as big or small as I want. I want it smaller than the headline, obviously, because it's sub headline, but I'll keep it all on one line. So that's that. And then we're on to the input boxes. All we do again is press the cog. It's not set what the input type is. So you can collect their full name. I generally like to just collect first name. And then underneath that, it says enter your email address. What I'm going to change that to is a enter first name, done. It says not required. I would put that down as required, and that makes them give you those details. You're requesting only name and email. You can just go for email. You can go for a lot more information. Generally speaking, the more information that you try and collect, the less opt-ins you'll get. So you're requiring more information like phone number and address. You'll probably get very little opt-in at that point because you're just trying to entice them in with something. You can just use email. You don't need their name. Just on, again, depends how long you've been marketing and what your preference is. So I'm going to match the font. And then I'm going to choose the font size. That's obviously too big, but around 20 is good on a desktop setup here. Come back to the other bit in a moment. So now I've done that, rather than go in and edit all of this one, what I prefer to do is I just clone that and then go in and edit this one to say email. And I could have clipped the first one, I guess, but either way around, you'll find an optimal way to do it. Your email here, required, oxygen 20, that's all the same. Okay, we don't need this third box now. That was just the placement holder. And so I'm going to delete it. And then we're on to the fourth and final element, which is the button. So what you want to do here is set an action. You can either send it to a website or you can have it submit the page. Again, it's a full training around there, but what you generally want to do is submit the page, and then it will automatically collect the email and the name, whatever details you're collecting, put it into your autoresponder, which I'll show you how to link up in a second, and then it will go on to the next page. That's the easy way to do it. Lots of different options on this. I want to keep it short and sweet as possible. So set the action as submit the page, and then you can choose what it says on the button. So click here to master landing pages. Okay, so that's enticing. You can put a subheading, tend not to overdo it on the button. I'm going to match the font again, and then the size. And I made that bigger. I want to make it obvious. I'm not going to go that big. What looks like a good size. Again, we could play around with this. Let's go there for now. And then last thing is the color. Let's make that green. Green for go. Okay, now you might want to save. Move myself down here. Save is in the top right corner. You might want to press save at some points just so you don't lose your work at any point. It's usually fine though, and it auto saves up to a certain extent, but press save every so often anyway to be sure. Integration is the next thing. So what you'd have to do is go to your autoresponder and set up a tag in there and set up a list in there, and then connect that to your ClickFunnels account. Again, all other videos, not going to do it in here now. Let's say that that's all done. Once you have your ClickFunnels account, they have training on all of that, how to do that with whatever autoresponder you're using. I've also made a video about all autoresponders called Solo Ad Autoresponders. Check that out. So you'd click integrations, and then here you just go into select one of the integrations that you've connected to your ClickFunnels account, select what action you can add to a list with a tag and all sorts, right? Let's not go into detail on that right now. Okay, so you do that. Now you're all ready to rock and roll. The last thing that I would suggest doing is, this is ready for desktop. Yeah, so most people these days are on their mobile. So over here, just up to the left, you'll see desktop, mobile. So if I click the mobile, this is what it looks like on mobile at the moment. See, it's not optimized for mobile. So what I prefer to do is, I found the easiest way to do it is get it how I want it to look on the desktop. Right, that's good. I'm happy with that. Okay, now let's go over to mobile, and then let's click on the cog and edit this. And what you'll notice here, you'll see font size and mobile size. So if you click on the mobile size, you can choose a font size, and 25 is usually around, depending on your font, 25 is quite a good size for the page. You might want to go bigger, again, down to you, but you can see that's now changed on the mobile page because I just changed the mobile font, but it hasn't changed on the desktop page, which is pretty smart. So let's do the same for the subheading. So we did 25 for the heading on this page. Let's take that to 20. I might want to get that onto 2 lines. So let's try 17. One more. Okay, we're good. We're on to 2 lines there. So The other thing is the top margin. I might want to edit my page slightly. Might want to bring that all the way up close to the headline, and you can play around with that, right? Next thing, we're on to the box, input box, your first name here. And all we want to do, everything's all set. All we want to do is change the font for mobile. And around 12 is usually pretty good on the mobile sizing. Same for this one. 12, perfect. Okay, and then the last bit is the box. You may need to click somewhere on the page sometimes. It gets stuck, the editor. So just click off here, and then once you go back on, it will work better, or it fix itself. So click the cog for the button. All I want to do is edit the mobile size, which is that one. Make sure you click the right one. And I'm going to go down to 12. That's too small, so I'm going to go up to 15. Okay, I'm going to try and get this to the maximum size, but keeping it on one line. Okay, 17 is too much. 16 might do the job. Perfect. Right. Okay, now that's ready to roll. That's all they'll see. We can go in here and we can add a background image. You can see background here. You can add images in here. You can play around with all of that. We can keep it really simple. Generally speaking, landing pages should be simple. But click save, and you're ready to rock and roll. That's it. That's the simplest way for beginners how to set it up. Just want to go back to this for a moment. How to set up solo ads landing page for beginners. Hope that helped you. That's an easy way to do it. You can get a free 2-week trial with ClickFunnels and just follow along with the video I just made. Any questions, feel free to ask. And this is how I can help you right now, even more, whether you buy solo ads from me or from anyone. This is going to help you out. So grab the perfect funnel structure template. That's in the link. Click that and you'll be on my landing page. You'll also get a 10-day solo ad video course, which I've put together, which will really help you hit the ground running and really improve the performance of your solo ad campaigns. You'll also get 4 secret solo ad campaign enhancers, which are really, they'll increase the performance of your solo ads really easily. And you might have all of these, but it's worth grabbing and just testing. One's missing might make the difference. And what you get to do, where can you find these? It's in the link, but you get to spy on and do a bit of Sherlock Holmery on my landing page myself, because that's what we're looking at. So you can click that and then you'll be on my landing page and you see me collecting info and making you an offer. So where? That's in the link. And last thing, remember, if you got any value from this video, click the like, hit subscribe, and also hit the bell so you get notified about future content that's coming out. And hopefully that helps you out. So how to set up a solo ads landing page for beginners. Hope that helps you out, and click the link and I will see you on the other side.